Well, I'm just gonna put the volume down a bit so I can actually hear myself think. Oops, this should be moved. There. And welcome to the stream. Today we're going to do the Colors of the Month Challenge, which, as you probably noticed from all the notifications I have scheduled, because I finally learned how to schedule, how to do repeating posts. So this is going to make my life a little easier, not yours. Gonna post the rules real quick while I put on my glove, because I have to use smudge guard gloves because I am A, left-handed, and 2, incredibly clumsy when it comes to art supplies. Oh, hi, Goblin. Happy to see you. So I'm just gonna grab my little list, and we are going to list off the colors we're gonna use today while explaining why it is no longer called the Colors of the Month Challenge, but the OLOColors Challenge. That's because OLOColors love to gatekeep. Yes, this year they decided to replace the more global Colors of the Month hashtag with OLOColors in an effort to guilt us into buying their markers. And yeah, I'm calling them out on that a little bit because back when they used to be... Oh, you're open. You're not supposed to be open. Back when they used to be a marker universe and used to sell all brands of markers, that's when they started with the monthly color challenge. And they've been going on that hashtag ever since they switched to selling their own markers. But then they decided, well, people are still using our challenge to color with the markers they already own, so we are going to try and narrow that down a bit with OLOColors. And I ain't doing that. I don't have the money for OLO markers. I am following all the giveaways, however, because, look, I just don't have that kind of money. Like, I am literally sitting next to a box of 216 Ohuhus that you guys provided for me, which I am eternally thankful, because holy jeez, it is expensive to be an artist. So yeah, I'm going to keep with the challenge, even if I don't own any OLO markers yet. Therefore, while we're here, we are going down the list of colors as we do every first and or second Saturday of the month. And Goblin Air saying, boo, marketing ploys. That is true. Personally, it felt more open and inviting with just Colors of the Month, but now they're like, buy our markers and then we will show off your art. Because it's so easy to show your shit on social media, you would not believe they lied through their crooked teeth. So the colors that they provide us this month is BV 2.0 Light Periwinkle, and I love saying periwinkle, it's such a cute word, periwinkle, periwinkle, periwinkle. OR 2.0 Scallop, which made me hungry when I read that. It's been a long while since I had shellfish, you guys. You wouldn't believe. I am literally living in a fishing town, and I haven't had fish and or shellfish in a while. RV 0.6 a Dragon Fruit. I haven't had dragon fruit, though. I should try that. The hex codes for these colors, if you want to participate, are as follow. Here they are. D, B, D, C, E, A, F, E, D, F, D, 8, 9, 9, 1, B, 4, 8. And the colors that I picked to kind of sort of match the colors that they gave us, we have in Ohuhu, of course, V 230 Viola. Pretend that any of my cameras know how to focus. I love periwinkle, and anyone allergic at home, I feel like you've told me about the rarity of it before. the color or the actual... I think it's a flower. Is it an herb or a flower? I don't remember shit. Oh, the timing of the song. It just said the lights are on, but no one's home. R080 Pale Cherry Pink. You can't even see the color on camera. It's that pale. And RP1, role-playing one. Ha ha ha, I'm so funny. Vivid Reddish Purple. Which is much clearer on camera than the pale pink. Pale Cherry Pink, sorry. Just gonna put them back in some sort of order. There we go. And the chameleon liners that I may or may not use. We have BL4 Cornflower Blue. It's easier to show the color on these ones. Sorta. Kinda, sorta. Still wish they would write the name of the color on the cap and or the body. NU2 Light Peach. Finally, a skin tone paler than mine. And RD5 Burgundy. I've had these for a couple of years now. So far, only one color dried out. Because honestly, I'm a little, like, wary of using them. Because they don't sell them by the unit. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of art supplies that you can't get by the unit. Because you don't use up all your colors at the same time. Humanly, it is impossible to expect as much. So, we're also going to test today how long my electric sharpener can hold a charge, because I haven't used it since I tried it out. So, here's hoping, folks, that it's still charged. If not, it's okay. I also changed the blades in my Art Snacks sharpener, because I just cannot say the brand name out loud. Like, there's a certain way to pronounce it, and it's not better. So either way, we're gonna shut up on that. So, just gonna move this over for now. I usually have the card here so I can, like, place the camera, make sure the card itself is in the shot. And we are going to bring the Wheel of Morality. We have 5 suggestions this month. Here's hoping that we get more next month. Yeah, you are correct, Goblinator. I'm laughing, but it's true. They are correct. I just can't say it because then people are going to clip that and make fun of me. And wait, I don't care. So yeah, Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we shall learn. First prompt is the Princess Peach parachute dress. So yeah, honestly, I was kind of hoping, because that's actually a cute idea. And yeah, despite everything, I still can't bring back the Stream Avatar app, because it's still stuck in full screen mode. There is still no fix. I am still pissed off about that. But then again, when am I not pissed off, honestly? Maybe when I eat spinach. I really like spinach. I have been obsessively playing Spirit Tea since I got it. It's incredible how much I enjoy that game. It's basically like very simple Stardew Valley / Harvest Moon, but it doesn't feel as annoying. And like just during my lunch break just before, a very big parachute. It's gonna be super cute. Like just before I started doing the work to get ready to be online, I managed to max my friendship with Tara, with Quill, which if you play the game is quite defeat because he's a bit of a dick. Like my second best friend was Julian, who is also known for being a dick in the game. What do you mean not as annoying? I'm barely started on Stardew. Well, farming feels annoying to me. And the concept of Spirit Tea is that you take care of yokais in an onsen, basically. You got this bathhouse, you lead the spirits to each bath, you try to have them match sitting next to each other, like to keep them as happy as possible and stuff like that. And it feels less annoying than having to plant a seed, take care of it, pick it up, sell it, buy more seeds, for me, it's less annoying. I'm not that fond of farming, but apparently I am very, very fond of washing ghosts. And like the way you get them, there's not even like a battle system. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes Won Yan will just smack them upside the head with his coin. So management game, but not farming. Yeah, exactly. Like you still have a stamina bar, you still have times, the villagers have schedule. There's no romancing, only best friends. I'm also okay with that. I'm like, yay! And like, let's see, who else I have left. I'm trying to get my hands on Sora. Sora's been very busy during the fall season. Moby is always busy too, so that's a little harder. Amelia I almost have. Like, she's super busy with the shop and then cleaning the school, stuff like that. Clarence is just very hard to friendship, not because he's not nice. Same goes for Eric. Eric is always up in his apartment working. Honestly, I can relate. Gail, I'm winning her over. Gail is not necessarily that she's busy, but she's very standoffish, but you understand in the game why. Oh, of course, I start streaming and Lily is starting to sing the song of her people. And the little floaty lines, because it's super cute. And yeah, crept up her legs a lot because I don't feel like drawing a panty shot. I do what I want. Romance in game is overrated. I mean, unless it's queer, then I'll be into it. Yeah, it is more interesting when there's queer representation, if you ask me. Because, like, I didn't play too far into Stardew Valley when I had the demo because, well, farming. But I did play a whole quote-unquote round of the first Harvest Moon, and I know from the other ones that if you play as a guy, you can only romance girls, and if you play as a girl, you can only romance guys. And, yawn. I can do that in real life. When I'm a guy, I can romance girls. When I'm a girl, I can romance guys. I'm laughing because it's funny to think that I can flirt. I love that dog, but sometimes they're very boring. Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm gonna try to do the line art thing. Emphasis on try because, as you can see, sometimes the reason I don't use some of the colors with the chameleon is because they are so incredibly pale. You know what crime is happening outside that makes Lily bark so much? Dad is daring to go outside and do his outside housework. That's the problem. And because Lily doesn't outwardly recognize him, he is, of course, a danger that needs to be dealt with. Because out there, he checks no exist outside the house. Okay, I'm trying to put some makeup on my face. Look like I feel less dead. Reading signs who. Flirting when you are ASD usually is with other ASD, and even if you think you're good at it. Good at it. I am good at art and that's it. I'll try to grab a little of the pink of the burgundy. I am allowed to mix the colors. I just can't really do it the way it's intended to with these liners, because then I will get a gradient, and that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a color change. Excel's on 82 different media types, only good at art. Flattering you think I excel at all of them. Because let's be honest, I am winging it every single time. Is this gonna work? I don't know. Let's see. But let's leave peach dry up there. And see what else the Wheel of Morality has in store for us. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we shall learn. And it's Johnny Bravo. Oh, mama. And just to do it on purpose, I've watched Johnny Bravo in French, so I don't really remember how he talks in English, or should I say what he says in English. But when I think about Johnny Bravo, I think about that one spot in the intro song in French where he looks at himself in the mirror and he says, "Purée, je suis beau." That's that's hilarious. Okay, but does it look good most of the time? I didn't say master it. Well, Excel's is pretty like high on the list of descriptives. Now, of course, for Johnny, I have load. Thank you. I had looked for a reference picture, but apparently it is not here. So I'm just going to take a little 5 seconds to go and look up one. I know what Johnny Bravo looks like, but when it comes to characters and stuff like that, it's always better to go ahead and have a reference. Alright, so this is a little dull, so let's see if there is still charge in the electric sharpener. There is! Look at that point. Didn't even take long. I just dropped it in and pulled it out. It's supposed to be for a 19-year-old. I really didn't remember that it was French. I didn't have interest in the show back then. Well, I don't really blame you. Like, it's weird to imagine him as a 19-year-old. Like, I can't imagine him, like, as a, you know, as an adult. Because, that is not the voice of a 19-year-old. Oh. Maybe I should get a, because I would like to get his arms in the shot, so I'm going to grab a horizontal card for that one. Dooby-dooby-doo-be-doo. Do da-doo-da-doo-da-doo. Da-doo-da-doo-da-doo-doo-doo. Da-doo-da-doo-doo-doo. Do-da-doo-da-doo-doo-doo. And here's how you get Johnny from obnoxious to cute. Just that. Right there. That little eyebrow. That's a shiv. Yeah, it is! That's how I like my pencils. Shivvy, stabby stab. I believe this is my very first time drawing Johnny. As you can hear, Mom is not really trying real hard to get Lily to shush. Come here. How can she handle that noise? Oh, that's because Lily is the perfect angel that can't do no wrong. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. A lot of movements in today's cards so far. And because Lily is the perfect angel who can do no wrong, Mom doesn't believe in actually picking the 14-pound dog up and putting her in air jail. Of course, my reference is not in that exact pose, but I'm an artist. I do what I want. And I wanted all of Johnny's upper body to fit on the card. Def a fun pose. Yeah, I was trying to go a little bit like JoJo's Bizarre Johnny. Now, of course, I'm not a big fan of filling in with the liners because usually liner ink always ends up looking like really dark. But you know what? It's okay. We are working with what we have, and what we have is Johnny Bravo. Mom completely forgot I'm having a live stream today because I can't hear her saying, Lily, come here, or Sharon will go upstairs. And Sharon can't go upstairs. Sharon's streaming. Sharon's kind of stuck. You know what? Let's play a little bit. Alright. I don't need a lot, so let's try for 1 second. 1. I'm gonna try again. 1. It absorbs really, really fast. And you get a really long line if you go longer than 1 second, actually. 1. One and a half. I mean, I bought them. I should say I supported them on Kickstarter for the gimmick, and I never used the gimmick, and I should use the gimmick. I am allowed to be creative, so why don't I? 1. And yeah, I do count out loud to help me. What you gonna do about it? Just gonna grab this just so I can wash it out. Okay, there we go. And then you gotta be super careful not to mix up the caps, or else I am going to hate myself for having temporarily and yet completely ruined 2 liners. But now I got them capped correctly, so we are going to get Johnny up here and grab Peach again. That's the thing I like about chameleon liners. They dry out like super fast. But I still let them dry a bit because I still don't want to smudge them. I like this. I got my quote-unquote camera plugged in so it has a steady supply power, and same goes for my iPad because now I got that cube. Where's my hand? I got that cube over there in which I can directly plug USB ports, and I believe one of them is a USB-C, and I got a USB-C cable for my iPad, so yeah, everything works out. Alright, let's see what you look like in blue, Princess Peach. Blue, purple, whatever. Because I didn't really have a blue-purple. Periwinkle is kind of a blue, kind of a purple. Kind of like that butterfly pea, whatever it's called, tea that I like. And when you pour it, it's blue, but when you add some lemon, it not only makes it even tastier, but it turns it purple. You guys would be proud of me. I made an effort. I have a, well, one of Paul's students that is supposed to contact me whenever she has questions about art, and so far the only question she's had was that she had an art block and she wanted to know what I did. So whenever I have an art block, and I was like, fuck, I never get art block. Like, when I ask for requests here, it's not because I get an art block. I have plenty of ideas of what I want to draw, but that's the thing. I will always end up drawing the same goddamn things. Because back when I did these with my own ideas, there was always at least one Pokemon. And it was me drawing stuff that I knew how to draw because it was always stuff I liked to draw. Therefore, that's why I ask you guys for stuff to draw, because I want it to be more of a challenge. I don't even have a reference for Princess Peach right now because I've been drawing her so much since the beginning of the Super Mario Adventures Continued comics. Of course, I still recommend having a reference near. Even if I don't follow my own advice. But like I said, you'd be proud of me because I remembered a lot of advice that I've read online for art block, and I just gave it all to her. Because I believe in helping fellow artists. Like, the way I see it, I struggled too much and took too much time to find the information that people ask of me. Time that I could have used to draw. So it doesn't make sense to me to hoard that information for myself and not share it, so like that other people can have more time to draw. Know what I mean? That's the way I see it. It just makes more sense to me to share the info. That help is so precious. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, just doodle. Like, grab a scrap of paper, grab a cheap pen and pencil and doodle. Eyes, waves, lines, circles. Like, you know, just kickstart the system. You know what I mean? If you do it on scrap paper or in your sketchbook, like, there's a lot less pressure on you to do a finished piece. And it's that pressure that stops you from arting, really. Because you can get yourself in a loop of thinking, oh, social media will not like this piece if it's not a friggin' masterpiece. But if you feel like you have to do a masterpiece every frickin' time you draw, then yeah, you're going to lock yourself, basically. And it never happens to me because I'm always thinking, I want to draw this, that's it. That's where the thinking stops. I moved on my own, but you really helped me get better, and I'll always be grateful. Anytime. Like, even as a professional, sometimes you still need help. And I agree, as a professional that struggles a lot with seeing perspective, so imagine trying to apply the damn thing, you're never too good for help. Like with markers, I'm still learning. I am hella learning with watercolors. Of course, I'm always happy when I see that what I was trying to do is working, and I'm like, yay! Like, super excited. Okay, like, so far this color scheme is working so well for Princess Peach. I've been liking drawing on a theme with people. Sure, I struggle with the amount of ideas I have too. I tend to have so much of them and can't pick. The way I see it is, like, just start. Just start, or you'll just be there all day looking at your sheet of paper. But I can't pick. No, just pick. First idea that comes to mind, that's the one you're doing that day. I mean, this is your time, so whatever idea comes to mind is the one you want to do. love bright saturated colors. Bright saturated pinks. Like, I have a lot of pink stuff, yeah, but like a lot of it is this soft pink. This is the sharpener, by the way. A lot of it is this soft pink. And I would like more like bright pink. Well, while we're talking it, like, this is my water tumbler, which I'm going to take a couple sips while we're here. I like bright. I like bombastic colors. But at the same time, I have a lot of more peachy peachy pinks, because that's what's available. And if I have to pick between piano black, brush steel, or peachy pink, I'll pick peachy pink. That is hard to say. Every single time. Oh, that is cute. I'm gonna see if I can add a bit more contrast in the shading with another layer. It's a cute little gradient I did here. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it shows up here. There! Just gonna do the little... do the little doodle. And get back to Johnny. He's dry. He has to be dry, jamais créerai. One thing that bothers me, it shouldn't bother me, but it does bother me, is when people talk about Johnny Bravo and just say, like, they talk about his creator and they literally just say Johnny Bravo's creator. The man has the world's coolest name and you can't remember it. How dare? His name is Van Partible. How can you not remember such a cool name? Jamais créerai. Jamais créerai. Chat window is a little far. Wipe. Just gonna bring out Bumbo real quick because the eraser dust is gonna bother me. Bumbo works surprisingly well. Bumbo is basically like a glorified Hot Wheel, but he works, so... He's really good at cleaning up Eraser Sharpie. I remember seeing, I think, was it Casey Golden? And like I talk a lot about what Casey Golden does, but like, she's a fantastic artist. I follow her on YouTube and I love her, but sometimes, and like, those problems are me problems. She's doing just fine. But it's like one time I think it was her, so correct me if I'm wrong. She was testing out one of these and she did it like straight on the drawing instead of like taking the stuff off of her drawing and running in, and then she had a line over her drawing because of the black wheels, and I was like, ah! Or another time she was working with wax pencils and she left the wax like little residue and she was drawing on top of the residue and was pulling it around. Like I said, I am zero shitting on her. If anything, all the power to her to be able to work and leaving stuff on her drawing. Like, she's a professional. She's got thousands of views. Thousands. Millions. And if anything, if you guys want to see some really cute art, go follow her on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Achat window is that petite automobile, bile. Tu parais si fragile, Gilles. Sous ton drôle de capot. Boombo. That is exactly why it's called Boombo. Well, you got me singing on stream now. No, I don't think I'm going to get a cease and desist from the Club de Dorothée. Pretty sure I'm not. Quand tu renifles une fleur, ça fait boum boum dans ton cœur. Tu affoles tes mécaniques et tu deviens Boombo magique. That used to play right after Rémi Sans Famille, and honestly, it was welcomed. Because Rémi Sans Famille was the saddest shit ever. And North America saw this anime and said, yes, for children! Let me resume the anime real quick for you guys if you haven't watched it, okay? You see everybody in the intro? Don't get attached. That's it. That's the anime. I'm laughing, but I'm crying on the inside. And just to really rub salt in the wound, the intro was like so energetic. We had so many trauma stories. Like even Captain Harlock in French is Albator. Kick-ass intro. And of course there was a lot of action. But so many sad moments. So many death. Candy. Very dramatic, very sad. If I remember, one single scene from Candy is when one of her friends died while piloting a airplane for one of the world wars. That's the scene I remember. I remember because he pulls out a rose covered in his blood from his jacket, and the rose is losing its petals, and he's crying, and then the scene fades out and fades back in to Candy and her friend at that friend's tombstone. You know, for kids! Albator was not PG though, surely at least 13 plus back then. Did 13 plus back then exist? Because the first series of Albator that we got was from 1978. Second one was from 1984. I know because it wasn't the title. Albator 78 and Albator 84. I got both. 78 on the VHS and Albator on the DVD. When was the PG-13 rating come in? Because everything before then was rated as PG, parental guidance. And were ratings only for movies or for TV shows also? Because I also remember, and that's actually more recent, like in the 90s, because Teletoon was on, that the French version of certain cartoons were not as censored as the English versions. Let me tell you, I saw a lot more Dragon Ball weenie than is comfortable in French. Like episodes that were full-on censored, like cut out from Sailor Moon, I watched in French, and honestly, they were not that bad. What was bad was the voice actor they picked to do Mamoru. In French, he's called Bourdieu, and he sounds 43 years old. Come on. Please stop. Please stop talking. Oh yeah, we are adding shading to Johnny Bravo, of all people. Still weird to imagine it's supposed to be 19. I pegged him at the youngest as 20. The difference 1 year makes between you and... maybe. I'm just talking about looks, because as far as personality goes, not maybe. More like no thank you. This needs to be darker. Not let the blue periwinkle show. And here we are for Johnny. Getting the shot. 1997 for TV. Went from GP to PG, but that's movie. 1997 for TV. Yeah, see? I was right. See? I had to take a little moment here to remember 2024. Alright. Johnny's done. Who's next? We're gonna get back to the wheel of morality. Wheel of morality, turn. Tell us a lesson that we shall learn. Alright, okay. I'm okay with that. That's cool. Starting next month, I'm thinking of announcing the requests a week in advance, and then every day. Because I have a lot of people tell me, oh, I forgot, or oh, I'm lazy, and I'm like, dude, I am literally throwing the possibility of having free art done. Or my favorite, like, I forgot, I didn't know, like, I'm trying here. I'm announcing on, like, all my social medias. And, like, I get a lot of likes and or loves on me, on my story where I ask for the prompt, but no prompts. And, like, you're kind of missing the point. I guess that's why our parents are so lax on what we could consume, too. I always forget. See? So, announcing it the day before is not enough, so I'm gonna start announcing the entire week before. Because I have no choice. And if it turns out being annoying, well, good. Well, people get up. Oh, hi, Joel. Thank you for joining. I'm surprised you had time. This is not sarcasm. No, you don't understand. Joel is like this super busy, important artist now. Still not sarcasm. For those wondering if Bianca is meant to be black, why do you draw her with, like, princess girls? Well, because the real Bianca likes that. That's why. The way I see her haircut, it's kind of like a slightly curlier version of the Japanese princess haircut. Like with the bangs and the long sides. No, not like that. Dare to be annoying. I was here a few minutes ago, Mom. Dog is called. Now you're just taking advantage of the fact that I can't put you in the air jail. Also, yeah, I learned how to draw my my hair wisps through Sailor Moon. I like my hair to be very wispy. What's air jail? Wait, why? What happened to the avatars? Stream avatars right now is under a serious bug. It forces itself into full screen mode, which like makes the avatars like go wildly out of screen, and I can't get it back into Windows mode right now. So I had to shut down stream avatars for now until a fix is made, because apparently this is a Mac only problem, and I tried all the tricks to quote unquote fix it. It refuses to get out of full screen mode, so I had to turn it off. And air jail was back when I did have stream avatars running correctly. If people would misbehave, but like in a cute funny way and not in a your permaban way, I would pin them on the screen, and I had a little animated gif of Ultros keeping them company. I'm having trouble with the mouth. I'm always permabanned by you and didn't do anything funny yet. If you were permabanned, you wouldn't be here. You know what? I'm gonna pull down that ear. Maybe that's gonna fix my issue. Yeah, that's better. Cheryl locks me in the basement after their streams are done. Sometimes they feed me, but not always. The irony here is that I'm the one living in the basement in my house. So it's not that I'm locked in here with you, it's that you're locked in here with me. Now this does pose a conundrum because I don't want to color Bianca's skin with my darkest color because then she'll be all muddy and hard to see. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So my best option in this case is probably not to color their skins, but I will do the outlines. Like, I will do Hendrik's outline in peach and hers in burgundy. Gotta start a GoFundMe for Shiro so they get a new addition to their house. What, so you can live with me? Fat chance. Wishful thinking, buddy. Now her hair I don't mind filling in. But the skin, that would be like way too much. Well, we're gonna do the thing again. But this time the, maybe the 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Valentine's got my favorite Nesquik color, strawberry. You have no taste. Okay. Because we're gonna do flowers now, so 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, two, three. Don't tell me you're dry. With the amount of times I use you guys, you cannot make me believe you guys are dry. Would you look at that? There's barely anything going on. Come on, baby. 1, 2, 3. There we go. You guys scared me for a second there. You just needed a little coaxing. Now I gotta clean it off because I'm done with the flowers. Come on. There we go. Of course, you kind of expect it to stain the edge a little bit, but the color itself comes out like perfectly clean, so there's no problem there. If you buy art supplies just for the aesthetics, you're not really gonna use them, are you? Oh, there we go. So we're going to hang that up and see what the last prompt is going to be. While I'm up here, I am going to add a little sticky spot and grab some water because it's important to stay hydrated, especially when you talk a lot about stupid shit. Well, while I go get that drink. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we shall learn. This is gonna be fun. How dare you have plenty of taste? Why do you think I'm still friends with you? Exactly, you got 0 taste. Now, normally I should have a reference picture of the Very Hungry Caterpillar because I have never read that book. But if I don't, well, at least that loaded. So that's another... A lot of horizontal cards today. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. It's nice to have some changes. I mean, I still have like a bunch of the horizontal ones with the old design because I ran out of the vertical ones and there is now a new design with more CYMK accurate colors. Plus, I decided to put the link tree under my name instead of So Very Unofficial. So you guys that receive my art have like more access to all my stuff because I have stuff all over the internet. You never read The Very Hungry Caterpillar? That's old school. That's a very staple of childhood picture books. May I remind you, Joel, I am not American. I mean, I could tell you about Passepartout and the magazine it had, but you would have no idea what I'm talking about. Or how about a book that I actually did read as a kid, Le Prince de Mots Tordus. Reminding me to link you to it. And there we go, I'm done. Now I'm going to do the basic shapes for the Very Hungry Caterpillar, but I'm not necessarily going to draw it exactly like on I want to do a little cartoonier. Because honestly, it kind of has a death stare on the original art. And he's very hairy, but I am going to keep the hairiness. That's cute. It doesn't matter, it's such a classic. It'd be bound to show up in your public libraries. So do we tell him? Do we remind him what province I live in? And what the rules are for books? Yeah, I decided to give him OD ears, antennas. It took years to be translated. The irony here is that the music was translated super fast, no problem, because we did have a period in Quebec history where most of the music we did, when it wasn't folk music, it was translating rock and roll songs from the United States. Well, from the United States. I should just say English songs, because there was a lot of translated Beatles. I'm gonna add the hair at the end because I don't want to, like, sketch and pencil hair. It's not like I'm gonna follow the reference for hair. It's just hair. Remind me, I want to hear this. By the time it got here, usually no longer relevant. A Go-Go songs too, Michel Richard, pas si galant. Un homme dur et pas si galant. Je suis un homme dur. Et moi, je suis pas si galant. Oh, my Quebecer is showing again. Meanwhile, Joel is like, why the hell are they laughing like that? What Joel needs is to learn French, so I can then show him the entire discography of François Pérusse, because he is missing out. But yeah, Goblin's right. I am going to, once the stream is over, Joel, I'm going to show you a couple of those translated songs I'm talking about. You will be surprised. So just for contrast, I'm also going to do the feet in burgundy. First person to say I am fixing the art of the Very Hungry Caterpillar will get punched, because that's not what I'm doing. I am just reinterpreting it. Short of somebody giving me their art and asking me to fix it, I am not going to claim me redrawing something as a fix. That is just rude. We also rewarded looks and theatrics over voices, because these were not good singers. Hi, Paul. Yeah, Goblinator just reminded me that César et ses Romains has to be César et ses Romains and Les Classelles. You need to see those people, Joe. Oh, you need to see that. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I think, this is going to be interesting. Alright. 1, 2, 3. See that? Now, wasn't that cool? Gonna grab some of that colors on the sides so I can get a different color. There we go. Clean the nib. I'm not forgetting the hair, folks. Like I said, I'm adding it later. If it ever comes back. Because when capping the pens, you gotta make sure it's the right color, or else you're gonna mess up your pen. We were musical clowns. We're still clowns. There we go. Come here, you. Boink. And of course, if we lose too much details, I am allowed to use black and white. I forgot to ink the eyelid. Oh, big freaking deal. I'm gonna fix that right away. Run boom bow real quick on my desk. Useful little thing, let me tell you. I'm gonna fix my mistake. I had a very happy young lady join my art group today. Thank you for taking the time to speak with her. You are awesome. I literally just said one thing. I actually was talking about it earlier, how I did my best to help, because what she had asked me was how to get out of art block, and I was like, shit, I never get art block. But I did my best. I did panic for half a second. Let's not kid ourselves here. I'm kind of making it sound like she used her one question, and after that it's $5.99 a minute. She can ask me whatever she needs. Whatever she needs. Who coughed just now? My dad! My cat is crying for mom to pick him up and then put him down on the floor. Oh, he needs air jail. As long as he's getting attention, whether positive or negative. Just like his owner. Of course, as I was saying earlier with the name change of the challenge, if OLOColors complains that I should only be doing a challenge with their markers, you guys are more than free to sponsor me. Like, send me your markers and I'll talk about them. I'll use them for the challenge. Go right ahead. It's just I already swapped from Copics to Ohuhu because Ohuhu are more affordable, and they got refills now. I don't really feel like getting yet another collection of markers. But, now if they're sponsored and I get sent some for free, then I don't say. I'll give them a fair chance. Well, this is like the perfect color for Hendrik's hair. Burn. A little bit of dimension. That's hair too, I almost forgot. I'm going to have to shade her with the Caucasian color too. No, you know what? I am going to color her with the Caucasian color, because she's still going to look darker than Hendrik, since Hendrik is only shaded. Illusion of color. I just don't want to lose her in the burgundy. That's what's going on. At least my advice seems to have worked if she went into your class all happy because of me. I'm glad. Genuinely. And I was like, shit, what do I say? Oh, wait. I remember advice that I have never followed. But it was still good advice. I'm gonna tell her that. Hopefully it works. Because it's not just that. The fact that I don't really have art block, some people will take it as me thinking I'm superior than other artists because I am always creative. And I just like, no, I just like to draw. It's not that deep. It's just not that deep. The colors are so vibrant. Love it. Oh, wait. Wait. You weren't there the entire time, were you? Wait. Now, what I think I'm going to do is, so we see Hendrik a bit more, I'm going to use more of this one to color in the backdrop. Just so we see Hendrik a bit more. Then I'm going to glaze over Bianca's skin at least once to make her darker. And here we go for this one. And the last prompt for today. I'd say we're doing good progress. We're almost at 3 o'clock. Ooh la la. Time flies when you're having fun, alright? Isn't it? Doesn't it? I cannot speak today. I completely gave up on the whole concept, apparently. Get off my iPad. I'll have a last sip before we start on this one. Okay. Come on. My iPad struggles to unlock because I have it upside down. It's difficult like that. Personally, I think it really sucks that OLOColors decided to completely give up on the whole marker universe concept, because it was a really good store, and like it was really encompassing. When they used to do the colors of the month, the first time colors of the month was implemented, it was the Copic colors. They would have 3 Copic colors. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I think they would have 3 Copic colors, and then they would suggest equivalents for the other brands of markers, like this color in Copic. If you don't have the Copic, if you have the Karen marker, or if you have the Posca marker, or if you have the it's this color, and like that was like super fun, and it invited a lot of people to participate. And I feel that by moving it to implying only to use OLOColors, it closed off the challenge a lot. And the reason I'm using the new tag, even if I don't have any OLOColors, is that I feel that the challenge should not be closed off. That's it. That's what I think. I feel it's not fair to all those artists. As much people as possible should be involved. That's the way I see it. You have more gadgets than a dollar store. I like gimmicks in my art. I like using a lot of different tools whenever possible. And yeah, what you just saw was my little eraser shaving picker-upper, who I lovingly call Bumbo. I got it on jet pens if anybody's curious. No, that's too late. Add a little bit dimension, a little bit. Someone opened the rusty door of your dungeon. Yeah, that would be Dad. He's working on turning well, I should say, yeah, turning on the wood stove, so we are warm in the house because it is winter. You guys are missing out. I am smelling some burning wood in here. It's really nice. At At least the dog stopped barking her full head off, so there's that. And here we go. We're done with the hungry caterpillar. The hungry little caterpillar. That's because hungry, those are hippos. And we are done for today. Therefore, we are going to try and pull up the camera a little bit. And that is apparently the maximum, so I'm going to move this, put that back in. And here we go. And just to be a tease, I'm gonna put Princess Peach here and the prompt. There we go. The 4 prompts for today. Parachute dress Princess Peach without a panty shot because I do what I want. You guys don't need warmth, you Canadians. Oh, we do need warmth. You'd be surprised. Johnny Bravo, Bianca, and Hendrix celebrating Valentine's Day, and the hungry little caterpillar. And at almost 3 o'clock, I do believe we've done some really good job here today. Paul is done. Thanks, Sharon. See you tomorrow. Paul is done with my bullshit, and I don't blame him. And with that, take one good last long look before we go to the end screen, which is now. And of course, as with every end of stream, extra special caramel drizzle, rainbow sprinkle thanks to our supporters: Amber B, Paul K, Miss Anavis, David F, Marianne J, Carl Blow. Your continued support is immensely appreciated. Of course, as usual, clap clap. Bootleg Cookie live stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time. I don't know you. I don't know your life. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I had a ton of fun drawing this challenge because those are lovely colors. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. I love you all, and bye-bye.